So, was she ever intended to be more powerful than Pinhead, given that she is the daughter of Leviathan?
Um, yeah, yes, absolutely. That was, it was meant to be a power struggle for, a power struggle and an aesthetic or philosophic struggle um,
Mm.
about what hell should be and how hell should work. And obviously, to some extent, that survives in the finished movie because I think
Yeah.
we've still got like Pinhead knows to address the. Oh, the phone is ringing again. If that doesn't spoil your audio, I'll just
No, that's fine, Pete. We're
I
going to
can just talk
transcribe a lot of
over
it.
it
We
or
can
I can
do.
wait.
No, if you want to grab that call, Pete, absolutely
Oh
fine.
God, I don't want to grab it at all.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I've got a fucking phone. Bloody creditors. Um, oh, they've hung up. God bless them. Oh my God, they're leaving phone number. I'm so sorry.
No, that's all
Okay.
right, Pete. Honestly,
Um,
it's all good.
so yes, the I know that Pinhead's line, hell is more ordered since your day, princess, and a lot less
Yeah.
amusing. Um,
Yes.
because I know that's still in the movie, but oh my God, she'll be done in a minute. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, Pete, it's no problem whatsoever.
We can't hear it. Well, I can't hear it.
Can
I
you can
can't.
you can't hear it, right?
No, no.
No.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience, gents. Um, so, um, yeah, she was absolutely meant to. But here's the problem.
Mhm.
Here's the problem for Angelique. She was bound in some kind of bizarre sex slavery to the magician's apprentice, Jacques, for 200 years. Um, she did not know what had happened to Hell. Um, she is the person who commissioned and in some ways therefore obviously Le Marchand's skills um, were the he was the physical and intellectual creator of the box, but it was Angelique was his patron, and
Mhm.
she invented the box as a way to streamline hell. Um,
Mhm.
Hell had only been, just like in real life, hell had only been accessible if you did the work. You had to become a magician and learn how to draw a fucking pentagram and burn the right candles and invoke the right demons at the right time, face the right direct, all that stuff. And Angelique thought, you know what? What about if we make a little toy box that any idiot can open as
Mhm.
long as they have the desire to open it? So she wanted to create open access to hell, very egalitarian of her in a way, especially for an 18th century person. Um, but 18th century person, my arse. Oh, because the whole thing about killing the servant girl in the opening sequence, Angelique was always a demon from the get-go. She was a princess from hell in my version.
Mhm.
Um, so she commissioned the creation of the Le Marchand configuration, the box, to basically give hell more access to more souls. She was forward thinking. What she didn't know is what the consequence of that would be, because after Delisle, the Duke Delisle, um, falls foul of her, um, she falls into the hands of Jacques and is basically a pet demon slash sex slave for the next 200 years in Paris. Worse places to be a pet demon sex slave, I guess, so at least it's Paris. Um, and what she didn't know was that the very box she created had very much changed the hierarchies of hell and the mechanics of hell and the way stuff worked. So that when she finally gets the better of Jacques, frees herself, and opens the box, again, I can't remember how much of this actually ends up in the finished movie because as I've bitched about before, they cut it to pieces. Um, but the theoretical through line is that she then opens up hell and is most surprised and put out to see Pinhead and the Cenobites. Again, I doubt the line survives in the movie. She says, "Oh, I was expecting my clowns," because she had had clown assassin monster demons in the longer 18th century sequence. Um, so it was very much a power struggle between old hell and new hell, like old labor and new labor. You know,
Yeah.
it's a sort of it's a preemptive analogy for Keir Starmer and it's the moderates versus left. No, it's not. But it was old hell versus new hell, and Pinhead. Some would say sadly, some would not, wins, and in the end, Angelique herself becomes a Cenobite. Um, so yeah, what was your question? Yes, it is. It is or was meant to be the centuries long conflict between one vision of hell and the vision of hell we had seen, and she was meant to represent fun hell, I
Yeah.
guess, um, hot hell, um, and Pinhead was the somewhat dour. It's really like Roman Catholicism versus Puritanism,
Yeah.
because Pinhead, although I used to make jokes and call him in the script the Black Pope of Hell, he's not really a pope. He's much more of a Puritan. Whereas I think Angelique would believe in, like like Romans would believe in, incense and ritual and theater and purple robes, and Pinhead would be, we don't need icons. We don't,
Yeah.
you know. So yes, my intent all along was to create an analogy about the Reformation and the consequences for the Roman Catholic Church of letting the Protestants have that. I'm just making this shit up. None of this is true. Um, although the analogies do actually kind of hold up.
Mm.
You could you could look at it as centrist versus moderate, as leftist versus centrist, or Roman Catholic versus the Reformation, but it's basically glam hell versus. I say glam, so I think of glam rock. So I now want a music analogy for Pinhead's hell, but words fail me. So yes, in answer to your question, yeah, it was a power struggle between hell. Yep.